And coming to what you said, Mark, about all the different forms of social activities, enterprise, and so on, I want to emphasize, first of all, that I'm not against anything. And I think that is the most comfortable position for me. I'm not saying this is not right, this is less right than you think. I'm saying everything is good. Please go ahead, do it. Don't stop it. This is in the toolbox. All the forms that you mentioned holds. Everybody has a very good intention to do something right. And that's how they came up with it. And finally, you mentioned about L3C, and this is a very important thing, and PRI and all that stuff and so on. Everyone is good. What I'm saying that there is one more piece in that toolbox, and that's the additional toolbox tool that I'm putting in the toolbox. I'm not saying take out any of the tool that you already have. That I never go. Please try, make it happen, because these are our objectives. Let's see with which circumstances, which tool you'll be needing and fits you well, your mentality, your circumstances. The best tool you can take, go ahead and do that.
Professor, you're describing exactly the way a good lawyer practices law.
Okay.
And you want to have the choices available to draw upon, or in combination, to serve the existing purpose and that client's.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
This is a matter of choice. I'm giving a new choice, new option. That's all. That's what we call social business.
Thank you.
If you look at the spectrum of the economy, if on one extreme you have the absolutely profit maximization, nothing else. You don't have any other consideration. Hard-nosed business. And where people say business is business, meaning that I have no consideration for anything else. That's the kind of hard-nosed business, profit maximization. 100% profit, that's all they would like to do. And then move a little bit. Then 99% profit, 1% little bit of social is okay. And then go gradually 50% profit and 50% social. And go down 99% social, 1% profit. This is the spectrum. You can place yourself anywhere you want. It's your choice, your thing. Then come to a stage when it's a zero profit, 100% social. This is just one point in the spectrum. And then comes charity. 99% business, 1% subsidy. And then go down the 50% subsidy, 50% profit business. And then all the way, 100% charity. So this is the whole spectrum. Where I place myself, I think it's very powerful, if you can use this, is a zero profit, totally social. Then your mind is delinked from this logic of profit. That's the important thing. You have to delink something so that you become removed from all those logic that will always bother you. Then you start looking at things completely different way, which I tried to explain to you by having two glasses. As long as you're in the profit area, you still have that profit-making glasses on. The moment you take it off, you see the world completely differently.
Am I allowed to engage the professor?
Yeah, please.
Is that appropriate?
I think so. It should be a conversation. It should be a conversation.
Because I'm biting it straight through, so I don't want to leave blood on the floor.
Yeah.
Professor.
Yes.
I buy into everything you're saying. Let me throw an extra layer on top of this, if I may. And that has to do with the fact that, of necessity, and this may be a difference in cultures, a difference in perceptions that are born of different experiences and so on. In the United States, not the nonprofit, now I'm talking about the nonprofit, is fighting for its survival.
Yeah.
Many of them have been dependent upon government contracts and government support. It's not there anymore. Government is bad pay. Many of them are dependent on charitable supports. Begging. That's not a sustainable model. So what I would ask you about is this. When you say you take the profit motive out of the equation and it makes your process purer, my words, not yours.
No.
What about leveraging, pardon me?
How the funds will come.
No.
Which
I'm going to go a little different way.
Yeah.
How about leveraging philanthropy, using it catalytically to entice the investment community, the private sector, which is what we really need here. We need to move toward an investment model How do you move toward an investment model
I'll give you an example.
by having a venture that completely excludes the possibility of return on investment?
Sure. Again, I will say this is coming from the glasses, because your logic is coming from that end. I'll turn it around the other end, so I'll do that.
Thank you.
So this is where the social business piece comes in.
Yes.
And the question is, why should anybody invest there? That's your logic.
Not why should anybody.
Yeah.
Why should what you would call a hard-nosed capitalist
Sure.
invest
Go
if they're
into
looking
that.
for financial returns?
Yeah.
Why not give each the benefit of his bargain and expand the available capital pool for social purposes?
Yes, possible. I'm not denying that. Just to give an example, which probably helped where our thinking comes from. Danone case, the yogurt.
Yes.
We had this about the €1 million company in Bangladesh.
Yes.
$500,000 we are supposed to provide from us, from Grameen. Another $500,000 is supposed to come from Danone, so that it's a joint venture in a 50-50 way. We put up our $500,000 very quickly. We didn't take much time to put it into the company. And supposedly Danone would be putting in the same date, but they didn't. And it took weeks, still they didn't do it. It took months, they didn't do it. So we get worried, maybe they changed their mind, they're not coming forward with this.
Right.
So we started asking, what is the problem? So finally they came and they explained that we have a problem with our lawyers.
Damn lawyers.
Damn lawyers. The lawyers raised the argument, the shareholders gave you the money to make money for them. So your mandate as a management, your mandate is to use their money to bring more money for them, good return for them. Now this company in Bangladesh declares upfront, they will never give you any dividend. They will only return the money as you invested. That's all. This is a violation of the mandate that we are given by the shareholders. You cannot do that. So we got stuck because we don't have the legal authority to do that. So we are coming around to see how to solve this problem. That's what they promised. And ultimately they came out with a solution. And the solution was like this. Before they had their annual general meeting, they circulated a letter to all the shareholders telling that this is the dividend we are going to give you this year. And we are intending to create a company in Bangladesh which will do this, all the good things about the malnutrition and all that, but it will not give you any dividend. If you are interested as a person to invest in this company, please sign up and tell us what percentage of your dividend you would like to invest in here. Dividend that we are giving you for this year. What percentage of that money you'll be investing in this company? And we need only €500,000. 98% of the shareholders, more than 300,000 plus shareholders of the company, 98% of the shareholders said yes. And the money collected from that yes was €35 million.
I'm going to say one thing and then I'm going to bow out and give others a chance. Let me give one reaction. I should tell you, I use that very case in the course I teach at Northwestern Law School on social enterprise, so I'm familiar with that fact. So you've, in that instance, developed a specific mechanism to secure shareholder and investor buy-in to the proposition that there would be support of this venture.
Sure.
The L3C does the same thing with a different mechanism, namely, by statute and structure and design, there is an overarching charitable purpose that everybody buys into, and that's what they're required to sign on, again, by way of disclosure, or if they don't like that, they won't invest in the venture.
That's why I'm not opposed to it.
So, thank you. You're very kind, and I appreciate your patience.
Sure.
Thank you.
Saying that you don't undermine people's willingness to support a company, invest in a company which doesn't give you a dividend. Because your assumption is who will respond to it. I'm saying here is a case. It's a real case. It's not something fake, made up.
It's not every case, but it's a case.
No, the case. Again, this story is not finished here. The Danone story. So they got the €35 million, and we felt very happy. Now $500,000 will come. The problem is over. But it created a big problem for the company again. The problem came from the employees of the company. They protested. You asked the shareholders to participate in this company. You didn't ask us to participate in that company. You think we are kind of second-class people here? Yeah. So they protested in a vigorous way from all directions. Management had to circulate a new letter addressing all the employees, repeating what they have said, how much you'd like to invest in it, and another 30 million euro came. Now they have 65 million euro for €500,000. So out of that, they created a fund called Danone Communities Fund. You can go to the Google and find it, what it does, to invest in similar other social businesses anyway. So the moment you ask for it, you see how much inside of it. So I keep on arguing in the book also, you will see that, arguing about creating a social stock market.
Yes.
Because I said this stock markets will not solve the purpose, because I go to the stock market in this one to make money. So my mind is made. The moment I enter that market, I am looking for the opportunity who will make me rich overnight. So I have no chance in there to say that I'm creating a company in Bangladesh, blah, blah. Who cares, this company? I want to make money. So I said, I created another stock market, social stock market. Only the social businesses will be listed. And then the moment I enter into that, I know I came here to do something good for the people, not for making money for myself. I know upfront it's declared that these companies don't give you dividend, but you walked in anyway, meaning that you have something. You don't know the power of this stock market yet, because you have not explored it yet. When you do that, examples and so on and so forth. So that's the power. Again, many funds are being created now, called social business funds, already created. And the funds themselves are social business. Again, defying the conventional funds, you attract people, you give you money, and so on and so forth. One big fund will be coming up within a couple of months now. It's all done. It's done by Crédit Agricole in France. They will be announcing it in Luxembourg. This fund is headquartered in Luxembourg. This is 20 million euro fund. And the fund is coming from Crédit Agricole. As I said, it's a social business by itself, meaning that whoever is putting money know that they will not get a penny of dividend out of this. They want to invest in social businesses. So this is, and a series of these funds will be created now.